Hey guys, Jengar here. Welcome to the 27th episode of Sub's Choice, the series where you decide what I fly out by leaving me your requested planes in the comments below. Today we're gonna fly out the I-185 M-71 requested by several people. And yeah, we're gonna take a look at the plane in realistic battle. We're gonna see what it can do, and I'll see you in the match. Hey guys, so here we are in the match. We have been climbing, which this plane does very well, and it also, for a Russian plane, has a good high altitude performance. We have reached a good 6,000 meters and we are now looking at a Spitfire. Now the 5.0 battle rating of course ensures that you can also face 6.0 planes. That means most of the Griffins, which are fantastic planes of course, which you need to be very careful with. This one is an Mark 9, an F Mark 9, and we shoot him down as he passes along, focused on somebody else. Now after the I-16 I stayed with the Russians, as this is the Sub's Choice episode of course, and the next plane was this one who won the vote. Fantastic little plane. We're going into a dive here. The acceleration on the plane is very good. Maneuverability is very nice. It has very nice roll rate. Energy retention is pretty cool as well. You can definitely do your thing in this thing. It's a boom and zoomer energy fighter. It's a very nice plane in that capacity. And this match went really well. We pushed the enemy team back very quickly, and we are looking at the last two planes here, I believe. And the P-47 is at their airfield, and this is gonna take a while. So I was like, okay, I've got 2 kills. Let's dive down and see what we can do. I really like the handling of this plane. It's really a very steady platform. It has 3 Schwak 20mm cannons, all nose mounted, and it's very great firepower. The Schwak cannons are really good and seem to have a good effect again. They did some changes. I read about it, I heard about it, and it seems like the effectiveness of the guns have been increased again, or the damage models have been reworked again. But it feels much more like pre 1.59 before all the damage model changes and the changes to the effectiveness of guns. And I'm loving the Schwak cannons right now, both in the I-16 and in this thing. Had some very fun matches and some very good results with these guns. 3 kills in this match, and we had a second place in the team with that. We go into the second match, which was on that very small map that you still have with the Russians sometimes. It's always against the Germans, this map, but yeah, it's a very small map. It's not really an RB map, but I had a fantastic match in this small map. Not not particularly on kills or anything, or fantastic. But it was more a match where I was focused on surviving for a long time, as I got my team basically folded. And I tried to survive in there for a long time. It was just survival initially, and after that I started hunting. But trying to keep the upper hand against 4 planes is kind of difficult. My last ally was shot down just before I shoot down this guy, so for a millisecond there it was 5-1, although this guy was already on the defensive against me. But I am immediately pushed into defensive here against this Focke-Wulf 190 D12. And I try to turn around and go after him, but of course I don't have the speed after turning like that. And he tries to climb away, which he has enough energy to do so. He is extending very quickly, and he is climbing back to altitude as he came from a dive, of course. we're tuning in. We saw another target right there, but there he goes, right on my right wingtip. He's pretty far away, so we can't get to him right now. And there's two other planes as well. So there's the dot going back to the airfield most likely. I didn't see what plane it was. And there we have another dot on our right. So we try to pick up some energy here. We get in between the clouds. These clouds are very thin, and that D12 is already coming back in. So we gotta use our straight line cruising speed here to stay away from that D12, who will probably, with his energy advantage, gain on us. And here we have two incoming planes, a 109 and a 190. It's a K, we gotta get out of the way here. No cigar on that one. Maybe we're more lucky on the 190, let's see. Ooh, we only get a hit in a cooling system there. Oh, that's really a shame. That could have been more. We were on target there, but not enough hits, I guess. Now we were extending there. I saved you a few minutes of a good minute of extending. Two guys, they turn off because we get close to the airfield. And this K wanted to come in. We get a critical here on the right wing. Unfortunately, the right wing doesn't want to fall off. That's a shame for us, but he's losing oil. We still have 13 minutes of fuel with 365 rounds. The engine is quite alright. I have no damage. So I decide to stay up here. And he probably is going back to the airfield. I don't know where the rest went though, and I went into a 10-minute searching pattern. Yeah, this was quite a long match. Well, I don't know if it's 10 minutes, but somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes of looking for the enemy. I saw two dots on the airfield and I tracked them over here. And yeah, they were climbing behind their airfield. They were with 4, but they were climbing behind the airfield. Apparently, they are very much aware of the qualities of this plane, or maybe I was recognized and they said they had to be careful. Or something, you never know. I have to assume everything in this case. But yeah, 4 people, so I have 2 in view here, close by, or only one. The other one is a dot again, so... And you have to guess where the other guys are. They could be climbing somewhere off in the distance, you never know. That's 2, we've got 2 in view now. And 3. And 4, there we go. Yeah, and you see the other guy was climbing towards the other side, so he's on equal altitude right now. I am diving, so I probably have more energy than that guy. That 190 over there in the back. Those 2 guys are going the other way. I'm not gonna bother with those right now. Also have to be careful of the AA. I am actually fighting 3 guys now above their airfield. Maybe not the best or the most advantaged situation, but I'm high enough that the AA is not effective at the moment. So again, we've got a 190 incoming. What is it? It looks like a D9. Yeah, I think it was a D9, and we're going back up into the air. We've got another 190 now on altitude. We do have enough speed. I only lose speed very, very slowly in a shallow climbing angle, so that's definitely the way to go for getting back your altitude in your zoom. And we turn in. We're losing a bit more energy here, so shallow climbing angle is definitely the way to go. We pick up speed quite nicely though, again with web. We're almost 5,000 meters, straight line. Slight, very slight. That was basically a straight line. Very good acceleration. Very, very happy with that. Here comes the next 190 again. We get a hit in, and again the cooling system. We also get hit. And we've got, well, maybe the engine a little bit. It is yellow. But it's a very, very faint yellow, so we can go on for a bit, I think. So the 3 nose-mounted guns really embolden me personally to go into the head-ons with these guys. You know, I gotta try to eliminate them. I know my head-ons in general are pretty good, and so I have a pretty good chance to come out of it. And I gotta start eliminating some of these guys, you know. I mean, there's 4 of them, and the longer we go on, the more chance I have I will get outclimbed by one of them. It eventually is gonna happen. So I've got to start eliminating these guys. And but I still gotta make the sensible choices, right? I mean, I don't want to get damaged. If I land on my airfield after that, I'll probably be screwed, and they will probably come for me as well on that airfield, because they can lose one guy and still get me on the airfield, win the match and get their rewards. So again, I make the sensible choices here, try to stay high, keep my energy state high, and try to get one. I tried to follow this guy, he ran away from me, but we were catching him. Is the D9, and I really started to realize that I need to get one. So I went into a dogfight with this guy, and to eliminate him. I didn't have a visual on the other guys for about 5 minutes of following this guy. You can see we completely left their airfield behind. And basically going down to the deck here to get this guy. I know I'm taking a huge risk here, but I thought, well man, screw this. It was taking quite enough time. I was losing, my team was losing on tickets, so I thought in the end I will run out of options here anyway. So he's going into the vertical, not a good idea here, and we get the kill on this guy. Now 3 guys left. We already saw one of the opponents up high there. So we're taking it into a dive. Ooh, the good acceleration on the plane. It gives me a lot of speed to work with immediately. There we have Barsik and his 190 approaching very rapidly. We have 630 speed. And that's what we got to work with. That's a D12. If he's smart, he will just extend. Don't take any risks. Yeah, we've got the K coming in, so we gotta make evasive here. And yeah, he's too fast. He's too fast. Let's see if we can get a shot here. And oh, I think we hadn't just didn't quite have the lead there on him. He went too fast. I should have started shooting slightly earlier. We've got 2 guys above us, behind us, and we've got 1 guy coming from the left. I am going for the airfield right now to give myself a chance to reset. I don't want to stay there, but I do want to give myself a chance to reset. I have 1 minute of fuel as well, so I want to go in as well. I'm gonna make the approach of the guy on the left a little bit more difficult by turning into him. He crashes into the ground. Fantastic. Lost 1, 2 behind me. They're on 700 meters behind me. I'm gonna go evasive to the right. Gonna take it up. That Barsik is turning off. He doesn't want any part of the AA. And I'm going into a climbing spiral with this K4 who has more energy than me. And that Barsik guy gets shot down by the AA. We have only this guy left. And we're above him. The AA shoots him on fire. We should get the final shot if we're lucky. Or the AA will get him. Yeah, the AA gets him, unfortunately. Oh man, but this is how you win these fights, guys. This was a 1 versus 4. And me not being in the most advantageous situation there. But making the best of the situation you get dealt. I wanted to work them out with head-ons initially. Didn't quite get the kills. I got hits and cooling systems and crits on the wings, but no kills. Eventually I had to take the risk to get the D9, and I did that, and well, outsmarted them, I have to say. So 2 kills and get the match, win it back from the impossible almost. 34,000 Silver Lions, 2,300 research points. Last man standing. I'll see you in the conclusion. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. We had a lot of fun in this plane, I have to say. I had a few very interesting matches, and this match was just a showcase on how you can use this plane on higher altitudes and play out for opponents. I mean, they got impatient. I stretched the match out, not by any mean tactics. I mean, I fought them all along the way. But every time I get into a disadvantage situation when you're facing 4 opponents, you have to use the airfield sometimes to reset your position so that you have a chance to face them again later. I did that once and I went to do that for a second time because my fuel ran out. I only had 1 minute of fuel left, and of course I was approached by 3 guys who were all in an advantaged position above me. They decided to all chase me, and 1 crashed into the ground and 2 were shot down by the AA. Not very smart of them. They should just have been relaxed, went away back to their airfield or whatever, or take a little bit of distance and wait for me to get back up, and then I would have been slow coming back from the airfield, and I would have had an easy chance. But they were eager for the kill, and I could really rework the situation to a win. Fantastic plane, by the way. Great boom and zoomer. Good energy fighter. You can do a lot with this plane. It's pretty versatile. It has great roll rate. It has good acceleration. It's not the fastest plane in the world, but it isn't very slow either. You can work with it. Good in the vertical, good climb rate. Great plane, I have to say. The armament in the nose is fantastic. The SWAT cannon seem to be doing alright again, so all in all, great plane. I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. Do leave me your request for the next episodes in the comments below. I'd like to see what you come up with this time. Guys, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment, and if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.